This is Captain Morgan from Top Shelf Radio, here chatting with the talented and pretty tall drum and bass producer Wilkinson.
Hello mate, how you doing?
Welcome back to the country, man.
My height is is definitely a starting point. I think I've started to recede a little bit. I did get up to 6'5", and then I think I might have lost a centimetre somehow.
DJing taking out of you.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Dissolved a little bit, yeah.
Now, it hasn't been long since your last trip here, which was, of course, Northern Base over New Year's.
Yeah.
What have you been up to since then?
Yeah, I mean, like that was a crazy show. That was quite a quick tour. I think I did about 4 shows in about 5 days, and I was only in New Zealand for 12 hours. But yeah, since then, just literally finishing my album and still touring and trying to balance it out, really, like basically touring on the weekends, and then this is like the first sort of little tour of the summer, basically. Yeah.
You've got a pretty big world tour coming up.
Yeah.
Any countries you're particularly looking forward to visiting?
Well, obviously, aside from New Zealand and Australia, yeah, I'm going to America in a couple of weeks. 10 days after I come back from this tour, I go to America. But within those 10 days, I have to finish my album and also DJ in England. But then it's like festival season in the UK, and I go back to America in June as well. But I'm just doing lots and lots of festivals, so I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of sunshine. I'll have had my album finished, so I won't be in the studio getting a studio tan. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good summer.
Well, this has obviously happened because you've been signed to RAM Records. You got a big boost up thanks to Andy C there.
Yeah.
And I know everyone asks you this, but the old executioner. I know everyone asks you this, but how did this sort of come about? I remember you telling me you were just about to give up producing.
It was, yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to give up producing. My thing was that when I finished college, I worked in a garden centre for about 3 years. I saved up money, and I was also writing music at that time. And then I just basically decided to take a year out of working and just basically concentrate on music. And I was doing it 7 days a week. Like, my life was music, and I just kept writing the tunes, and I stockpiled them. And then I got record signed to Hospital, which gave me quite a confidence boost. But around the same time as that, Scientific gave Andy some of my tunes, and he just sort of like hit me up and was just like, yeah, let's do something. Like, he called me at like in the middle of the night. Like, I was like, what kind of unsociable hours are these? But now I understand why he called me up in the middle of the night, because that's basically the only time you can chill out doing this job. So yeah, after that, that was it pretty much. And I said to myself I was going to give up, you know, trying to get records signed by the time I was 21, and I got signed a month before my birthday. So I was like, wow, that's
awesome.
Quite a touch, yeah.
Have you actually given any thought to what you would be doing if you hadn't become this world touring superstar that you are now?
Well, to be honest, like, well, thank you for yeah, thanks for the title there. Basically, like, my dad's a gardener, so probably just a trade, you know. Like, I love the outdoors, which is kind of completely contradicting me basically being in a studio all the time now, in a dark room, sort of like sweating over some music. But yeah, no, I mean, I love the outdoors, so probably I would have been quite content being a gardener and doing landscape gardening or something like that.
Maybe you can bring a little Zen garden into your studio, bring the outdoors in.
Yeah, I know, I've been thinking about that. When I make some more money, when I acquired my studio, my taste was, I don't really know how to describe it, but it's kind of, the decor of my studio is sort of like a 70s porn set. There's like leopard print everywhere, and like, it's really weird. I don't know why, because I write a bit of pop music and I work with some sort of major labels. So I've had like the head of like Universal Records in there and Sony. They come in and they're like, what is like with the zebra print and things like that? And they're like, fuck, I need to redecorate. So yeah, I might make a little garden in there, maybe that could be cool. Have a fountain. To be honest, I don't know what it was. I was just so impulsive then. I sort of like just saw this. I went to a fabric shop to get some black fabric, and I was like, oh my god, they do leopard print, they do fucking... Obviously it's not real, but I was like, I'm just gonna get some of that, basically. So yeah, it's an erotic studio.
So where you bring all the ladies home?
Yeah, well, no, my girlfriend, yeah.
Just the one?
No, I think I need to redecorate. It creates a vibe, and it's probably had an effect on my music, so I don't know. Maybe if it was bland, I wouldn't have written so many tunes.
Maybe it's all where all your inspiration comes from.
Yeah, maybe it is.
You sample a lot of random sounds from out in the world for some of your tunes. What are some of the like strangest sounds you put into your music?
I don't know. I mean, I think like I'm always for not necessarily like strange sounds, but like sounds that you can't identify in a tune. Where like the more sort of keen listener or someone who's listened to it a few times will be like, "What is that?" Sort of like even just crackles. Like I use a lot of things for the top end, so like crackly things. Bicycles are really cool, like the sort of like the spinning of the chain and things like that. But weird sounds, I don't know, I mean I've got this like porn sample pack that I got, like again going down that erotic route, and
we're learning a whole lot of things about you tonight.
But I've got a tune on my album that's basically just got loads of porn samples in it, and it's sort of more of a, yeah, it's quite a dark tune, but it's basically made of porn samples.
So it's the song you want to put on your sex mix when you bring someone home?
I haven't done one of those yet. No, it's definitely not like that. No, it's quite a hard tune. I mean, unless they're into that kind of thing, it's not a romantic tune.
The album, do you have any more details you can give us? Do you have an album title?
Yeah, it's called Lasers Not Included for a few reasons. One of them being that when you buy it, it doesn't come with the lasers, so you got to go and hear it in the club. Another reason is that it doesn't actually contain any of those screechy sounds that are made up, like, you know, without naming names. There's a lot of this sort of like just noise. I can't really explain it, like those sort of like pew 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 sounds, and I haven't got any of them in my album. It's all music, so it's sort of like, it's got a double meaning, yeah. But you know, I'm friends with a lot of people that even put laser sounds in their tracks, so I can't really make that official, but I just told you anyway.
Has it finished yet, and do you have a release date?
It's going to be released in July, and it's nearly finished. I was just literally tweaking some hi-hats and things like that. It's got 12 tracks, I think. And yeah, like mostly drum and bass, but there's like a few down-tempo tunes on there.
Awesome. Cool, looking forward to hearing that. And looking forward to your set tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's been fun. You're playing before me as well,
yeah,
so I look forward to that as well.
So do you have any last words for any listeners out there?
Oh, in New Zealand, you have a beautiful country, and the upbeats rock, and it's going to be fun. We look forward to playing it.
Sweet. Cool. Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Nice one, mate.